This is the story of a land that, honestly, refused to disappear. A land shaped by fire, rebuilt through time, and remembered by history itself. A land of empires, power, and endless transformation. And if you really think about it, for thousands of years, this land has seen everything: rise, fall, destruction, and rebirth. Today we explore the story of Iran, a nation whose past is not just history, it's something that still lives and quietly shapes its present. The rise of Persia. Long before the modern world took shape, before borders, before nations, there was Persia, one of the greatest civilizations in human history. And at its peak, under the rule of Cyrus the Great, Persia became something truly different. Not just another empire built on conquest, but one built on vision. You see, while many rulers forced their beliefs on others, Persia did something unusual. It allowed cultures, languages, and religions to exist side by side. And that created something powerful: stability, loyalty, and more importantly, unity. A connected empire. Now imagine this: vast deserts, mountains, cities, all connected. Persia built systems that were way ahead of their time. The royal road stretched for thousands of kilometers, allowing messages to travel faster than ever before. Trade expanded, linking distant lands. Gold, silk, spices, even ideas moved together. And slowly, something bigger started to happen. Cultures didn't just meet, they blended. Persia became more than powerful. It became essential to the world around it. The fall to Alexander. But history has a pattern. No matter how strong something is, it gets tested. And Persia was no exception. As it grew richer, challenges started to rise. Then came a storm from the west: Alexander the Great. Young, fearless, almost unstoppable. He didn't just want to win. He wanted to be remembered forever. And when he reached Persia, everything changed. Battle after battle, the empire began to fall. Cities burned, palaces collapsed. And just like that, something that felt permanent was gone. Survival and transformation. But here's the thing about history: it doesn't just erase things, it reshapes them. Even after defeat, Persia didn't disappear. It stayed, quietly adapting, waiting. And then, over time, a new force arrived: Islam. With it came change. Beliefs shifted, traditions evolved. But instead of losing itself, Persia did something remarkable. It influenced this new world. Through poetry, science, art, and ideas, it left its mark. The Persian spirit didn't fade. It grew stronger in a different form: the Safavid rebirth. Then came a moment that really changed everything again: the rise of the Safavid Empire. For the first time in centuries, the land was united under one identity. And you could feel it: a sense of direction, of purpose. Culture flourished. Art, architecture, knowledge, all started growing again. This wasn't just power. It felt like a comeback. Iran, as we know it today, really began to take shape here: foreign influence and pressure. But the world outside wasn't standing still. New powers were rising, and this time the threat was different. It wasn't always war, it was influence. Empires like the United Kingdom and the Russian Empire started getting involved. Slowly, strategically. And before long, Iran found itself caught in between. Decisions became complicated. Independence felt uncertain. And people could feel that pressure building over time. Revolution of 1979. And then, things reached a breaking point. Frustration turned into action. Voices got louder. The desire for change became impossible to ignore. Then came the Iranian Revolution. And this wasn't quiet, it was massive. People filled the streets, the monarchy collapsed, and a new system emerged under Ruhollah Khomeini. It wasn't just a political shift, it changed everything about the country's direction. A nation under pressure. But every new beginning comes with challenges, and Iran faced a lot of them. Relations with global powers changed, tensions grew, conflicts became part of reality. Economic pressure, isolation, internal struggles. It wasn't easy, not at all. The path forward felt uncertain and sometimes unstable. Iran today, a story that continues. Yet even after all of that, Iran endured. And maybe that's the most important part of this story, because endurance has always been there, quiet but strong. Today, Iran stands as more than just a country. It's a place where past and present exist together, where history isn't gone, it's still shaping what comes next. Because in the end, real power isn't about how long you stay on top. It's not about how big your empire becomes. Real power is something else. It's the ability to fall, to be tested, to go through everything, and still rise again. Iran didn't survive by accident. It survived because it refused to disappear. And maybe, if you really think about it, that's what true power actually looks like.